The polyhouse concept, which started in Europe long ago, the idea there was to increase the temperatures inside, so that they used to make it out of glass, and that was called the greenhouses because most of the glass was green back then. Now here the Israeli technique is called the polyhouses because it's made of polythene sheets. The idea here in our country is actually to reduce the temperature because of searing temperatures. Outside the temperature is at 36 degrees right now in the hot blazing sun, and we want to keep it at least 5 degrees lower. That's what a polyhouse does for us. The polyhouses which have been copy pasted from Israel have been made of GI steel pipes or galvanized iron pipes, which actually tend to increase the temperature. The copy paste of Israel, which was made with made to withstand hot desert climates and extremely cold desert climates at night, doesn't work here. It just doesn't work here. So we have completely altered, courtesy my friend Mr. BV Rao, we have altered the whole design itself. So if you can see, this is a polyhouse, and you actually can see a net here which actually allows the wind to go in, and most of the wind in India is from the northeasterlies. The northeasterly winds go in, and then we have ventilation upwards so that the cold wind or cool wind goes inside and the hot wind goes upwards from the ventilation side. So this is a half-acre polyhouse which we have just started around 6 months back. It's made entirely out of bamboo and polythene sheets. We don't use any GI pipes or anything in here. Okay, so let's knock and enter. We have typically double doors to prevent infection coming in, like fungal infections and all these things. So we actually restrict the entry of people coming in as much as possible. It's corona protection everywhere.
Oh, that's great.
As you can see, entirely bamboo. We made it completely out of bamboo, the whole thing. We also have this silver shade cloth which we pull in case the temperature is getting even hotter to prevent sun rays from burning up the crops. We have completely, all this is tomato. How many plants have tomato?
Around 4,500.
4,500 plants of tomato. And as you can see, each one has such lustrous tomatoes. This is a fresh new crop. The older crop, around say 2 months back, is here. And as you can see, and I'm just going to squeeze right in between them, is tomatoes, bunches and bunches of them.
Wow, that's really great to see.
Yeah, it's the greens just turning into the nice and red colored tomatoes.
Wow, that's a great tomato here.
So this is polyhouse. It's technically not an open cultivation, but we are doing it on soil. It's not hydroponics at the moment, but we have these kind of polythene sheets through which it grows, so we prevent infection getting inside. We have this trellis wire system because it's not strong enough to hold so many tomatoes that each plant is growing, because you get bunches and bunches which actually bend the plant down. So we have trellis wire system onto this, and as and when time comes, we just keep pulling this and keep tying it to give a support system for the plants. The plants are fed completely.
What do you talk about this clip, plastic clip which is here?
That's to hold the plant without damaging it. You don't need to tie a noose around the plant, but you keep it so that it can hold on.
Okay.
This is completely organic. Nothing chemical, nothing artificial comes in here. We grow it only with natural nutrition and natural methods of medications for this, which we actually have a drip irrigation system for this whole thing that's running. And the nutrients are added into the drip tank itself, and we regulate exactly how much is going to come in. This is a completely green concept. We have our own water harvesting system. We're making it out of bamboo. We're growing tomatoes here with natural nutrients, a completely highest grade of organic tomatoes that we could have. What's the name of this tomato?
This is Himashikar.
Himashikar. This is a variety of Himashikar. You get such big tomatoes. Each one can easily be at least 200 to 250 grams. Each one, once they come to full size. And we're going to harvest quite a lot today. See these beauties here. You can just pluck them directly and eat them as that's. They look so luscious and so sexy actually. As I said, the idea of the polyhouse is to reduce temperatures in our country. by around 4 to 5 degrees, failing sometimes. We also have these things, what are called as foggers. So when the temperature is too high, we have an automated system which just gives in water fogging just to reduce the temperature around say 4 to 5 degrees, and also gives water to the plants as well. That's another concept that we are using. This is a smaller polyhouse. We just visited the half acre one. This is 240 square meters. This is for the lower budget farmers. It really works very well because according to our calculations, a polyhouse of say 1 acre as compared to open cultivation outside, open cultivation you get 4 acres what you can do in a 1 acre polyhouse. And if you add drip irrigation systems, high density farming, and even hydroponic technology, you can probably go to 10 acres or 15 acres worth of in a 1 acre polyhouse. So a 250 square meter one is really very helpful for a farmer and his wife with say a 1 acre or 2 acre or 3 acre holding. We are right now standing inside a capsicum, our capsicum farm here now. Same trellis systems, everything is the same. A bamboo polyhouse with a green shade cloth on top. And see, this is the kind of capsicums that we're getting, the red capsicums. This is, of course, this will turn into a beautiful, brilliant red in a few days' time. So all this is capsicum. That's very nice. Fully organic again, as the whole farm is organic with organic nutrients. It's a pleasure just being here. Now we're going to probably cut hundreds of kgs of watermelon, tomatoes and capsicum today back home. And the cost is a major difference between bamboo polyhouses and the GI pipe polyhouses. A GI pipe polyhouse in the Israeli technology or the Israeli design will cost you around 40 to 45 lakhs per acre. A bamboo polyhouse with our patented technology, it's a patented technology of curing bamboos, of making them hard enough to withstand the weather. They can withstand winds up to 150 to 200 kilometers per hour winds. Fully foolproof for even tornadoes, I guess. A 1 acre bamboo polyhouse will cost you only around say 24 lakhs. Less than half of that of iron polyhouse. And a typical bamboo polyhouse can easily last 15 to 20 years without any hassles. Bamboo polyhouses require bamboo. We all know that. I mean, it's obvious common sense. So we get bamboos. Initially, we start getting it from Assam because we wanted this kind of thick, the right thickness, and especially the core. The inside hollow should be a very small core. I'll show you a few pieces of those to show you how they should actually be. So, for example, we want like this, very small cores and very thick mantles or crust. So we get these bamboos from Assam, cut them to the required dimensions. The ones holding the struts up are really thick ones. The ones on the roofs are slightly thinner ones. And then we have what is called as a curing process. We have these cement tanks, alternate tanks. We put them inside first and then we steam them to destroy all living and organic matter in the bamboo and also the fungus and other things. And then we put them into another chemical curing plants. These cure the bamboo and then they give them the longevity. So this is the curing method that we do. We have a big boiler there which gives us steam. It turns water into steam. So we have a workhouse and a work shed, and we have all the bamboo that we need at the moment during this time. This is for the bamboo process at the moment. We are now planning to grow bamboo ourselves. We have earmarked land in our 9 acre polyhouse where we can grow bamboo as well. We just started the crop. Let's see, maybe a couple of years we will be self-sufficient on bamboo as well.